The Apostle Peter said, "For he that has called you is holy, so be ye holy in all manner of conduct." We are to be holy, as Peter said, quoting from Leviticus. Peter said in the New Testament, we are to be holy, set apart, because God is holy. If this would have been the modern day and Peter would have written that, many modern day evangelicals would have stood up in the church and said, "But wait, Peter, are you saying I have to work for my salvation?" That's how many evangelicals react today when they hear the holy demand of holiness that's upon God's people. Do we think when Peter said, "Be holy, for he is holy," that it was a suggestion? How do we deal with that verse? Or how about in Hebrews, I believe it's chapter 12, around verse 14, when the writer says, "Pursue peace with all men and holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord." He shows how our heart is to be oriented first to man on the horizontal level, pursue peace with all men, and now on the vertical level, and holiness, without which no man, no one shall see the Lord. Again, the holy writer to the Hebrews would have received responses to say, "Hey buddy, are you being a legalist and telling me that I've got to do something to be saved?" Being saved by faith does not give you and me a license in the sight of a holy God to say, now everything is a suggestion concerning my heart and concerning my attitude and concerning my comportment and concerning my walk. I can now claim Christ, and if I decide to serve him nominally, it's okay, I'm saved. Or I can claim Christ and sort of do whatever I want to, and he's got to let me in by the bare minimum. That's a modern teaching that would know no place throughout whatever tradition of Christian history. But if you go back before the modern era, when we became so man-centered and so focused on our own selves instead of the living God, we would realize that the call to holiness has always stood. Christ calls his people who are saved by faith in this grace in which we stand. We have called upon Jesus Christ. The Holy Spirit has indwelled us. But if you belong to Jesus Christ, then we remember Christ's holy warning to the apostles, remember Lot's wife. Why did he say remember Lot's wife? Because she looked back to the world longing for it. And the call to you and me is be holy as our Father in heaven is holy. God help us.